Well, hello everybody. Good evening. How are we all doing today? We are doing a late night stream here. We're just gonna check in and see how everyone's doing, you guys. This is a check-in. I want to see how everyone's doing. How are the autism parents doing? Let's talk autism. If you're an autism parent, you're welcome here. If you have a child with autism, if you think your child has autism, I want to talk to you. I want to see how you're doing. I want to check in, you guys. I want to see how we're feeling today. We're just barely going live. Go ahead and be tapping that screen. We usually get, 1 to 200 people in here, and we have some good conversations. So if you're an autism parent, you're in the right place. Be tapping that screen. Let's get this going. I'm going to go ahead and get things set up over on my other location here. Just give me 1 minute while we get started here. Please hang out here for just a second. We're going to be having some conversations about what it's like to be an autism parent. In the chat, I see some of you guys coming in. Welcome in. Carla, Demi, Sarah, hello. Barry, Peters, Nancy, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Let's go ahead and, okay. Okay, here we go. There we go. We are all set up, you guys. Welcome in. Guys, being an autism parent is hard. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's hard. My son, okay, for those of you just coming in, if you don't know me, Demi, let's hear what you have to say. I have 2 sons with autism, level 1 and 3, and their father wants nothing to do with them. It's pretty hard. Demi, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Demi? Where's the father? Is he involved in your life at all? He's not living with the children, is he? Give us some more info, Demi. I wanna hear more about this. Sarah, I'm one of your mods on TikTok. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for being over on YouTube. I will read every comment that comes through on YouTube. Sometimes my TikTok gets pretty hectic. We're just starting out right now, but yeah, Demi, tell me some more info. Guys, my son is 3.5. He has autism. Demi, please do. I'd love to talk to you. Tell me how you're doing.
Hello.
Good evening, Demi. Where are you at? Where do you live?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, are you in Nashville? I've never been to
Yeah,
Nashville, but I hear it's nice. I hear that's the place to be.
it's okay. It's okay.
Talk
But
to me. How are things going with you? Before you jump into to their father, how are you doing right now? You hanging in there?
I'm taking it day by day.
Okay.
Let's say that I'm taking it day by day. Um, I was engaged to their father. I was 18 and he was 25.
Wow.
As you can see, I am a Black woman.
Yeah.
Their dad was actually my manager at my old job. We got
Wow.
engaged, and he was kind of what you said, a thug. Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
I had my first son. His name is Kimari. He's 7. He's level 1. He is so smart.
And how old is he?
He's 7.
Okay. Yeah.
He started showing signs of autism. We were living together. We were engaged. He started showing signs of autism when he used to spin in circles all the time. And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really know anything about kids, but I know this is not normal. So I started looking up on Google, and the first thing he would tell me was, "Don't listen to Google. He
Oh
doesn't.
no.
He's fine. This is just how kids are. You don't want to put a label on him."
I'm just curious.
And
Are you still with this man
I'm
or?
not.
Okay.
I'm not. I
Okay.
left when my second son that I had with him was 2, and when he was, I want to say 6 months to a year, his signs. He's a level 3. His signs of autism was very prominent,
Yeah.
very prominent. Um, around 6 months, he was already covering his ears. He did not like loud noises. He didn't like songs. He didn't like music. He didn't like. He just wasn't a happy baby.
Oh my
He wouldn't
goodness.
smile. He didn't giggle a lot. But
And what did this man say as to the reason um that he left?
um, well, he was in he after we split up because he just wasn't really active anymore with any of us. Like he would go to work and go straight to his room, play video games, and I would sleep on the couch.
Oh my
I would put the boys
gosh.
in the tub. I would,
How many years were you
get
guys
them.
together?
We were together for 4 years. So
Yeah.
I left when my oldest was 4 and my youngest was 2.
You were doing
Oh my,
everything.
yeah, I was. And then I told him like I can't do this anymore. I
Not
got
only
my
were you
own.
doing everything, but he also dares to doubt your motherly instinct that when something you feel like is off about a child.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
he of course was raised in a bad part of Nashville in a really just violent area, and
Yeah.
so his mannerism was more, I wanted to be a tough guy, and I don't want disabled kids.
Oh
I
my
don't want to
gosh.
put labels on my kids because it's going to make me look like I just can't have regular kids. And of course, all the tough guys that are in this neighborhood, their kids are playing football. They're outside. If they're not with their kids, they're outside playing basketball with their kids. Doing stuff that a dad would want. And I could understand because I've had a lot of guilt of not of the dreams that you have for your kids. I could cry right now because
Oh
it's so
yeah.
sad. But the things you wish your kids
You
could
grieve.
do.
You grieve. You grieve the life
Yes.
that you were expecting for them, and it's not that you don't love them. Your kids are amazing. They're your everything, but
Yes.
it hits me too. I also have two kids with autism, and it hits me. I have days where it just hits me hard, and I I want to know, like at this point, does he have any contact with the kids? For those of you just joining in, Demi is sharing some tough things she's going through that her children's father. She has two kids with autism, and the father doesn't seem to be very involved with the kids. Is he around? Does he live near you guys still?
He lives about 5 minutes away. He lives with his mom now, but he has not seen my boy since February 12th of last year. His family does
What?
not care. Yeah, his family does not care to
Oh,
see them because they have a disability.
oh my
Um,
gosh.
his dad actually said, because my second son with him, he stated he would go down to the refrigerator and get juice out of the fridge because he loves juice and soda, which I try not to give him as much of. But when he was with them, he would know that it would be in the refrigerator and he would get it. And so his granddad said, if he goes into my juice again, I will put rat poison in it. And
What?
that,
The boy's
yeah,
father said that?
that was his granddad.
Oh
And
gosh.
um, that
What?
was, I sent him a long message saying, I don't feel safe with him there. He was like, well, my mom, my mom is too old to help me with
You
them.
keep your children away from them.
Oh, I do. I do.
They
Now,
they they don't get to see their grandchildren.
and they're the only two boys on his side. He's the only son that they have, and my boys were their first grandsons.
I can't imagine the grandparents threatening a child with autism with rat poisoning. I mean, my gosh. Disgusting, disgusting. And the father though, like I just look, I cannot fathom having children and not feeling responsibility over them. Is he paying child support? What is he doing? Is he contributing anything?
Actually, today was the day he was supposed to get the boys because it was a Friday and it was a weekend. He had texted me last week and said he had called the boys on their iPad and said, "Hey, I'm coming to get you." And I do have two other boys.
Yeah.
Um, I just had my youngest will be 6 months in about 4 days. Um, but he called and he said, "I'm going to come get them." And I'm like, okay. Because normally I'm like, hey, I will send money for you to get a hotel or at least for you to take them to the park because they haven't seen you in so long. And then he kind of bragged where in February he was like, it's coming up on a month where I haven't seen them. He's missed birthdays, Christmas.
So did he show up today?
No, he sent me a long paragraph stating that he has not done healing from whatever he is healed from. He has explained to me that when we were together, we were technically roommates, that we just had kids because
What does that
when
have to
I
do with
left,
his role of being a father and taking care of children with disabilities? He has given up on children who need him.
hmm
It's unacceptable.
I haven't spoke about this at all to anyone other than my son's ABA therapist,
Oh, I
but
apologize for being sharp about it.
it's okay. No, it's okay. And I was
And
the
I don't
parent.
blame you at all. Like you know that, right? This is not your fault. You didn't do
Yeah.
this. You didn't set up a situation where a man would do this to you. This is 100% on him.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's frustrating.
He has never been to an IEP meeting. He hasn't been to speech therapy, food
Does he
therapy.
even believe they have autism?
He doesn't like the label autism. He doesn't like the label disability. He doesn't like the fact that his kids have autism. And that's the main reason why he feels like he has not healed from that. So that's the whole reason for the break. That's why he
Oh,
told me
what a poor
today.
man. He hasn't healed. Well, your children
Yeah.
have autism. I mean, he has a child who's level 3, probably can't communicate, but he's the poor guy who hasn't
Mhm.
healed. All right, he needs to grow up. He needs to come and share some responsibility. He lives 5 minutes away. I am so
5 minutes.
sorry. I am so sorry. That is complete garbage. He is putting it back on you by him saying that he hasn't healed. He is blaming you, the mother, and the children for him lacking in his responsibilities. That's what he's doing. You see that, right?
Yeah, it beats me up a lot because I feel like I failed them so many times because like my other two boys, they well, my 3 year old, he's on the phone with his dad and he goes to his grandma, and my boys, my 7 year old, my oldest, he's like, "Is that your grandma?" Or he's like, and he calls her grandma too because she accepts him. But it's like my son talks to his dad almost every day, and he's like, "Oh, that's your dad. Are you on the phone with your dad?" And then the one time he FaceTimed him, my 3 year old said, "Oh, is that your dad? That's your dad on the phone. That's Kimari's dad." Like this is his first time ever knowing that my oldest boys have a dad.
Oh my
And my
gosh.
3 year old leaves every weekend to see his dad and to go visit his family. And my boys just look like, I mean, we have my mama, we have mom.
Yeah. Yeah. We
So,
look, you are strong, but that is not what you need to hear right now. What you need to hear is you're having a hard time
mhm,
and it's not your fault and you don't deserve to have this hard time. It's not something that you did upon yourself. And your children are lucky to have a loving mother. Look, I am so sorry. I wish that men would step up, and I call this out all the time. And every time that I do, I always get a few comments on there that are like, well, no, like men all the time are stepping up. Like, yeah, sure, I'm stepping up. I know there are men out there doing that, but when there is a parent who leaves, 99% of the time it's the husband,
mhm.
and they're not stepping in and they're not helping out. And I asked this before, but is he paying you child support?
No, today after I received the paragraph saying that he has healed, because I never wanted to be the statistic where you got your baby daddy on child support, and I was like, I can't
What?
do this all by myself. So today was
No, you
my
are
day. I
not.
went
No, 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 no,
downtown.
no. That child support is there because you're taking care of his kids. That child support is not you. You're not being a bad parent by asking for child support. That is your children need that support. That is for your children. You do not feel any guilt about that. You fight for that child support, and if he tries to make you feel bad, or if anyone tries to make you feel bad, you don't let yourself feel bad about that. That money goes to supporting your children who have disabilities and who need you. And
Yeah,
so, look, I just got to tell you, you fight for that child support, and you see what the judge can do about backdating that over the past couple of years that he hasn't been involved.
and
He's living
today
at his
was
mom's
done.
house.
Yeah,
Their father is living at his mom's house 5 minutes away, and he hasn't seen the kids in over a year. For those of you just coming in, not supporting, not helping, never been to an IEP. I mean, the least he can do is go to work and pay your bills. He made those children. They're his, just as they're yours. They're his responsibility.
Yeah. Another thing was, we had moved to a new house, and my son transferred schools, and they didn't get my uh, level 3-year-old son. I mean, my level 3 IP from the other school, and they didn't know that my son will hit himself or he will run into walls and stuff when he's overstimulated. And they called, without understanding the IP, they did call CPS on me.
Oh,
And I was telling him, like, hey, you don't have to keep the boys. Can you please just get them while I try to get their room together? Like, we just moved here. Their room is all over the place. He had just got a sleep safe bed because um, at nighttime he wanders. He's actually up right now wandering the house. But where everything's safe. He's just wandering.
yeah.
But I'm like, hey, can you at least just get them for the day while I try to get the house together, because boxes are everywhere, food is everywhere. Um, just for a couple hours. He told me good luck, and that
Wow.
yeah, that was
I
it.
am so sorry. And in the chat, Desiree, that's not the question to be asking here. That's not the supportive question for the mom that we need to be asking right now. Mar, you wanted to come up. Was this for you, or did you have thoughts for Demi here?
Sure. Well, I could very hear the whole thing that she was talking about, except for her child. I'm sorry, English is not my first language, so I'm trying to do my best. My child, I have a child that has autism and ADHD, ADHD,
Yeah.
or yeah. So I realized this because when she was little, she used to line out all the toys,
Yeah.
and he's
All
perfectly
right, Mar. I,
structured.
I want to finish talking to. I'm still on with Demi though. So I'd love to talk to you about your situation. But I'm still on with Demi for a minute, and so go ahead and request back up. I thought you had some thoughts that you wanted to share with Demi is why you were trying to come up. But Demi, I just want to tell you you are strong. You deserve this man to support. He has a responsibility to take care of his children, and he hasn't shown up. He's missed the birth dates. He's missed everything. Heck, even if he took them on weekends, he still should be paying you child support. Because that's not 50-50 custody there. But he's not even doing weekends. He owes you that child support, and like honestly, he needs to get over. He's telling you that he cannot take care of the children. He can't step into his role as a father because of he just has not recovered from how bad he had it when he was with you. And like that is a bunch of crap. Like I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. So Demi, I am so sorry. Please stay around here. I do want to talk to Mar, who was up there. So please request back up, Mar. I just dropped you while we finish talking to Demi here. And then I'll bring her right back up.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be up here.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Look, check in with us, please. Check in with us, please. And thank you for coming up. You're doing
you.
great. You got a lot of people here supporting you. So, okay, have a good one. You guys, let me tell you what we're doing a little bit tonight. We're checking in on autism parents. I want to make sure that you guys have a chance to be heard. Let me read through some of these comments. Let's see if we have any over on YouTube. None on YouTube. I am guaranteed to read every comment that comes through on YouTube. Please be tapping on that screen. Destiny, I saw you come in. If you're still here, hello. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, you guys. Let me tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do. I go live every day, sometimes twice a day. And what we do is we have conversations about autism. Sometimes it's a Q&A. I am a board-certified behavior analyst. I've worked with kids with autism for the past 13 years. I have a master's degree in autism studies. I'm the CEO of a company that provides services to people with autism. And so I have 2 kids of my own that have autism. And so I want you to know that I'm here for you. We are a village together. And tonight, I just want to check in on you guys. So we go live daily. So if it says right here, if it says follow, that means that you're not yet following me. Please go ahead and follow. Gene, what company is that? It's Nova Supports. We got 3 clinics. I just signed the lease for our 4th clinic in Salt Lake City. We serve people of all ages, but while I'm going live, it's not really about that. It's about me having a village and talking about the hard parts of being an autism parent. So, oh, Melissa, you're too kind. Thank you for checking in on all of us. Now, how are you? Well, I'm good. Thank you, Melissa. Today was actually a really good day. I have good days. I have bad days. Today was a good day, and I love my kids to death. So, my daughter is starting to show more obsessive type behavior the last couple weeks. She's 4. Hey man, my 9-year-old son is nonverbal. ABA helped him open up and express himself so much. You guys, yeah, thank you so much for sharing your stories. How are you guys doing? Like really, who's burned out? Put yes in the chat if you're feeling burned out. Put yes in the chat if you can relate to this feeling of feeling like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, but your back is about to break, because that is what I feel. I feel like I don't have one more thing I can put on my back, on my shoulders. I'm carrying everything. And one more thing that gets put on my shoulders is going to break my back. That's where I'm at right now. I love my kids to death, and I will fight for them, and I do fight for them. But that does not take away from the fact that this is hard, and we need to be here for each other. Biscotti, today was a rough one. I'm so sorry. Let me get, let's see here. Let me get Mar back up here. Mar, I apologize for doing that. I just wanted to make sure that I gave Demi the attention and the focus there a little bit. Mar, tell us a little bit about your situation. How are you doing? Are you hanging in there?
Yes, hi. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. You
I'm
said
glad.
English isn't your first language. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
You're from Mexico?
Yes, sir.
What part?
Puebla,
Puebla?
where Cinco de Mayo happened. Is the place where Cinco de Mayo happened.
Is Puebla? Where is that? What state is that?
Puebla.
Oh, Puebla is the state. Okay.
Yes.
I lived in Chihuahua for 2 years.
Okay, on the north.
Yeah, I was in the north. Is Puebla in the south?
Yeah, it's 2 hours away from Mexico City.
Okay. Yeah, very cool. Well, you are brave, because I would not come up here and speak Spanish. So props to you for coming up and speaking English.
Sure. Okay. As I was saying, I have a child with autism. I have 2 children, but one of them has autism and ADHD or whatever you call it. And I don't know how to help her. Like I saw she repeated different patterns when she was a little kid. Like she would line up her toys and all of that, and it's pretty evident how she lines up, for example, the magnets of the refrigerator and all that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't know how to help her study because I have dyslexia and I'm a single mother.
Yeah.
So figure,
How old is she now?
She'll be 9 in December.
She's 9. And tell me about where.
No. She just turned 8 in December.
Oh, she
So
turned
she'll be 9
8.
this year. Yeah.
Okay.
She just turned 8.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty hard because school was hard for me anyway because I have dyslexia until I figure out how to come up with ways to overcome my dyslexia, because this is something that people need to understand.
Yeah.
Autism, dyslexia, ADHD, it's not a disease. It's not like
No, you can't
chicken
cure it.
pox
It's not
or-
something that you
or
caught.
cold
It's just the way
or
your
something.
brain is.
Exactly. It's the way your brain is.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be some medication for autism to kind of help you, I don't know, control. Or like in my case with dyslexia, there are some kind of tricks that can help you survive,
Yeah.
so
Well,
to speak.
let me kind of break down something for you. And when I go on these
Sure.
lives, I talk about the parts of the autism journey. This is a journey that we're on. If you're a parent and you have kids with autism, we're on a journey. And the very first part of this journey is you need a village, meaning you need people that are there for you. You need people you can rely on. You need to be able to have a break. You need to be able to leave and do what Destiny did today and go have a pedicure. You need to be able to take those breaks. How's your village? Do you have friends? Do you have family involved?
Uh, no,
No.
I'm all by myself.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
That adds to
um,
this. That adds to this. You're probably burnt out. Are you feeling burnt out right now?
mm, no,
Wow. Okay.
no. Like
Great.
when something is, as we say in Mexico, when something is strong. Well, we have a vulgar way to say that, but when something's strong, I turn around and I'm like, so what? I'm stronger than you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna handle me. I
Yeah.
handle the situation.
Yeah.
You know. So I gotta be stronger than that.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
know, I
Burning
have
out
to.
and strength can both be true. You can burn out
Yeah.
and have a hard time and also be the strongest person in the world. And so I want you to make sure you're taking care of yourself. But what it sounds like is you're probably also able to take care of yourself right now, that you're feeling
There's
okay. You're,
there's time for everything. Like for example,
yeah.
I'm a single mother, but I still manage to always go to the gym and do my chores and all of that, and keep with my daughter and all of that. Um, what is hard for me is that I see my child not doing well in school,
Yeah.
and I keep talking to the teacher to make some modifications and all of that. And now she's going to start doing it because now a psychologist actually determined that my daughter has autism and ADHD.
Yeah. Well, that
And
was
that
my
was
next
that was
question
the
for you,
hardest part for
because
me.
the second part of this journey is we need to get clarity of what's going on. And so, do you have an official diagnosis of autism for your daughter?
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
was saying. The psychologist of the school, she made her an exam, and she determined what she had. I
Perfect.
mean, what she has. What
And
she
this,
has. Yeah.
the third part then is what's next, and that is building the care team. It is getting your kid in all the therapies and supports that they need. Do you have any therapies or supports that you've gotten your daughter into?
Well, it's gonna have to be through school because since I'm a single mother, I have really no time to. I mean, either I work or I tell her to therapy, and I have
Yeah.
nobody to do it for me. So I'm totally all by myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I have to work and pay all my bills and all that. So
Yeah. So, what therapy is available through school?
well, she has like two or three and two or four. Uh, or I don't know how
Yeah.
far yours goes, but
Do they
like
have like
extra.
speech therapists in there, or does she need speech, or is she talking? She's
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
great.
she needs speech therapy because it's hard for her to read and all that.
Okay.
Like she will learn a word and then she will forget
Yeah.
the meaning, or like after she sees it in a book, you know, reading it,
Yeah.
it'll be kind of hard for her.
Now, I don't
So
know how it works in Mexico. I don't think they have this, but in the United States, we recommend ABA therapy, and that can actually happen in your home, or it can be
well, I'm in
after
the I'm,
school where
I'm in
you
the
drop them
U.S.
off. What's
Well,
that?
I'm in the
Oh,
U.S.
you're in the US. You're just from Mexico. Okay, what part of the US are
I'm
you
from
in?
Mississippi.
You're in Mississippi. Oh my goodness, wonderful. Okay,
Yes, sir.
look, then there's some easy answers here. So, have you learned much about ABA therapy?
No, sir. It's
Oh,
actually the very first time I hear about it.
okay. So ABA therapy is applied behavior analysis therapy. And ABA therapy um, is one of the most highly recommended and highest funded therapies for people with autism. Do you have health insurance?
She does, and I recently applied for Medicaid for her.
Oh, good.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask away. Do
Yes.
they give or do they prescribe any medication? Because my ex-husband and I don't agree with medicating her.
Okay. Yeah. So ABA therapy doesn't do any medications.
Okay,
That is, yeah, that would be through your doctor, that you would talk about that with them. And obviously
gotcha.
they'd give you choice and all of that. What ABA therapy does is, listen to this, they will fund up to 30 to 40 hours per week of someone to be with her one-on-one, to play with her and teach her skills that she needs to learn through play. And it can be just 5 hours a week or 10 hours a week. And the best part is they can come to your home to do it.
Awesome. Do they charge anything? Do
So
they
it
do I
insurance
get to pick
pays
my
for it. If you have
schedule or
Medicaid,
something? Huh?
it can pay for
Huh?
all of it.
Goodness, I just applied for Medicaid, and I really, really hope um that that she'll. I'm sorry, I got distracted by a
No, you're
message that I
okay.
just
You're
got.
okay. Yeah,
All right, yeah.
if you just applied for Medicaid, if she qualifies, you need to go and find ABA therapy. And so there are 4 therapies that I recommend for children with autism. The
Okay.
first is ABA therapy, and that's usually the most intensive one, the most hours, but also they can come to you or you can drop them off at a clinic, and the kids love it. Okay, my kids,
And
they
what
cry when it's time to go home.
do I get to pick my schedule?
Yeah, so it depends on the program. You'll have to find the ABA provider who does it, and you can ask them all those questions. In Utah, if you're receiving services at my company, then you get to say your exact schedule. You can say every day after school from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., I want my child to get ABA therapy. And then we would have someone, if first they would determine if that's clinically necessary for your child, and they would say how many hours that they'd recommend to be able to achieve the goals that you and the clinicians think are best. But then, yeah, you work out your schedule and they send a technician to your home, and the technician works with your child for long periods of time. Now, this is not daycare. It's not just taking care of your kid. It is like they are working on skills. They have goals. They do practices and they learn how to communicate. It's really
Yeah, and
powerful.
the wow, I just applied for Medicaid yesterday. Um, and that'll be awesome because if they can come to my house, if they can come over to my place, I can, supervise my child and how they're working with the child. And I don't
Yes.
know if it also will work. How
Yes.
to like if my child would have a test, they can help her study,
Yes.
for tests or something. Because this is okay. This is what happened. So when I'm trying to teach my child how to read, or when they teach her, like for instance, long sounds and short sounds of the A. I don't know how to teach her because even though I speak English, since
Yeah.
it's not my first language, I don't
Yes.
know if it's like it's I just say the word and that's it. But I cannot break the word because English is not my first. I mean, if it was Spanish, I would have already taught her how to read
Well,
it and how to break it and
English
all of
is so
that.
dumb because yet no matter how it's spelled, it's pronounced something different. In Spanish, it's so easy because the way it's spelled is the way you pronounce it. I remember asking people in
Exactly.
Mexico, like, how
You
do
you
you spell
have
that
a lot
word?
of
And everyone would always say exactly how it sounds. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly, exactly.
Okay,
So
well, look into the ABA therapy. I think it could be a game changer for you, Mar. I'm going to go ahead and keep moving on, talking to other people. Do you have any last minute thoughts or things you want to share before I let you go?
yes, would you please go to my profile and send me a message, well, whenever you finish your live, and send me a message about the information of the AV therapy,
Yeah, send me a
like
DM to
phone
remind me
numbers
so
and
I
all
can
of that?
find you, and then I'll for sure reply and make sure that you have it.
Oh, okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'll send you a message, and then you can give me all the details and
Yeah, I'll send you
everything.
more info for sure. All right, thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you so
much for
much.
coming up. You have a wonderful night. It was a pleasure talking to you. You're a great mom. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and keep having these conversations. If you are new here, my name is Kylan. I live in Utah. I'm an autism dad, and some days are hard. Some days aren't too bad. Today was a wonderful day. Yeah, I I'm a BCBA, so I do ABA therapy. I'm a board certified behavior analyst. I have a master's degree in autism studies, and I love learning about autism. I love talking about autism. I'm currently the CEO of a company that provides autism services in Utah, and I just enjoy having these conversations. So we're here for each other. We're supporting each other. We're kind to each other. Yeah, it's late, Melissa. I understand. I understand. You go to sleep. You guys don't stay on this. If your kids are in bed and you need to go to sleep, please hop off. Go to bed. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Did you get those degrees before your son was diagnosed? Just Lupita? Yeah, I did. Interesting enough. My son with autism, my oldest son with autism, he's 3.5 years old. And I've been working with people with autism since 2013, so 13 years ago. So I was in this field 10 years before he was even born. And you know what? I would have thought it would have prepared me more. But I tell you what, professionals don't understand what autism parents are going through. It's different to be able to work with your kid for a few hours and then go home to your neurotypical family, neurotypical kids, and I mean it's different, you guys. The professionals, they don't all understand it. It's rough. It's hard. Yeah. Tell me some celebrations, you guys. I want some positivity here. What is a win with your kid with autism this week, or today, or anything? Tell me a celebration. I'll tell you guys one. My son with autism, he is learning so much, and he just started to sing. He doesn't communicate well, but he sings songs and full songs, and that's kind of where a lot of his language comes from. And he learned a new song this week that he keeps going around singing. That's like the mommy finger and daddy finger, where are you song. And he just sings that nonstop. And it's been so cute. All right, let's go ahead and look at what celebrations do you have? I'm seeing a question about stem cell folinic acid. I'll talk about those here in just a second. My daughter knows the address and my phone number. Alexandra. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My 4-year-old son has been more vocal about things he wants and needs. Just Lupita. That is beautiful. More vocal is always good. More vocal, absolutely. Jennifer says, we go for testing after a 5-year wait for the Marcus Institute on March 25th. 5 years? Jennifer, where are you? Where is the Marcus Institute? And what is it? This is just for an autism evaluation. You've waited 5 years, Jennifer? And now you finally have a scheduled appointment, March 25th? Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Mrs. Crystal says, my kiddo was diagnosed level 2 with no idea where she'd be with life, but no one now can tell. No way. How old is she? How old is she, Mrs. Crystal? I have to know. Jolena says, my son said night, night, mommy for the first time. He's 2.5 years old. Oh my gosh, Jolena. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. My daughter is using full sentences, what she wants. Wow. My son learned my phone number too. I love that. Oh my gosh. We need to work on that with my son. What a good thing to work on. My son learned my name and his mom's name. And so you can say, what's your dad's name? And he says, Kylan. What's your mom's name? Brooklyn. But not phone numbers yet. That would be a good one. Oh, she's 8 now, Mrs. Crystal. Jennifer, yeah, 5 years. That's wild. Dutch says, worst night of my life. I have dreamed that my autistic daughter has... Oh, no. Oh, that would be absolutely terrible. Please don't have that happen. I have an 8-year-old daughter is starting to talk to me about her feelings. Oh, Natty. That's huge. Okay, to be able to talk about your feelings, first you have to recognize your own feelings and then be able to put that into words to have conversations about. I mean, that is huge. At age 8, for someone with autism, I'm blown away. That's amazing. Oh, Jennifer says, I worry because he's progressed so much. They might say he doesn't have autism, but I need the therapy so bad. Jennifer, wow. He's 11 years old. Yeah. Mrs. Crystal, she was diagnosed when she was 2 and she's 8 now. Oh my gosh. I love to hear that. That's a good example of how levels mean nothing. Do you guys hear that now? Mrs. Crystal was sharing that her child was diagnosed level 2 and you'd have no idea today after 6 years later. The levels mean nothing, absolutely nothing. It's a snapshot in time, and not every psychologist even uses the levels. And if they do, they don't use it consistently. So All right, more celebrations, guys. Keep them coming. This is beautiful. This really is beautiful. My son is transitioning into kinder, and his IEP meeting is next week with a super supportive team. Guys, I know we give IEPs a bad rap, and it's because it's a time where we get to express our rights, okay? It is a time that we make sure our children have enough services. But there are good teams out there. There are good people. There are wonderful teachers. The special ed teachers are some of the most amazing humans on the planet. I don't know if you guys feel that. I truly feel that. Special ed teachers are amazing people. And so, Britt, that's great. That's so good. Natty, practicing breathing for self-regulation and just learn my phone number. Oh, so good. My 10-year-old Zen using potty for 3 weeks. No way. Potty training. Potty training successes. I'm here for that, you guys. Potty training successes. I'll take that any day. But she found out I was born in the 1900s and reminds me I'm old every day. That's it. That's it. I hope my child never learns to talk so he can't call me old. Just kidding. Jokes. Jokes, universe. Please give my child a voice. All right. Patrick says, my son came back from school today and said, Mommy, I had a great day at school. My son is 7. Patrick. Wow. Wow. The coffee shop asks for our number for rewards, and he started telling them it for me. What? Oh, I am looking forward to that day. I am looking forward to that day. Mrs. Crystal, hardcore therapy 5 days a week, ABA 5 hours a day. You guys, this is what it takes. This is what it takes. You know what it doesn't take? It doesn't take the extreme fringe conspiracy therapies and treatments, okay? What it really entails is these core therapies that are shown to support people with autism. That's ABA therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and mental health therapy once they're conversational if they need that. And with these therapies, if you're getting intensive services, I mean, your child has the best chance at becoming the best version of themselves that they can be. Mrs. Crystal, thank you for sharing that. It gives me hope. It gives me vision of where my child might be in a few years. With the progress we've seen, and sometimes I get stuck thinking about where he's at today. And so thank you. I need that sometimes. Stim says, my son has been using the potty for 3 weeks. I love that so much. So much. Barry says, I'm not a parent, just an autistic woman, but it's lovely seeing a community for amazing parents. Barry, we also talk to people with autism. Tonight, it's an autism parent, kind of how are you check-in. I'm so glad that you're here, though, Barry. Thank you for being here. A lot of times our conversation is just ask us anything about autism as well, and we do that. Mrs. Crystal says, I'm no expert, but it was a very hard road, and I'm here for any of you. Thank you, Mrs. Crystal. Stim says, Zen does say mommy. He calls me, hey, baby, because he hears his dad. Oh, that makes me happy. Natalia says, my son is autistic level 1 and 4 years old. The aftercare not acceptable him. Yeah, not quite sure what that one's saying. Arizona ABA therapy programs are being canceled. Alexandra, I heard about this, that Medicaid in Arizona is trying to cut costs. So what they did is they cut their contracts with 2 of the biggest providers in the state, saying, sorry, you guys can't take Medicaid clients anymore. You have to send them to all the other providers now. And these are big established programs, probably the best ones there. And yeah, I know a lot of people that are being impacted by this. Let's see. It's Ashley says, my son went from nonverbal age 3 to 6.5 now. I'm verbal, still in speech and learning so much. Yeah. Yeah. Destiny, I don't know. Do you have ideas for me? What's been going on the past few days? What's been going on? I think, I don't know. I have theories. Because we're getting likes and stuff, but I mean, I had a day there where I had 500 people in here that we were having conversations. So, maybe we need a Destiny. Let's discuss what I should be putting right here. I think that has a big thing to do with it, but yeah. Okay, Mrs. Crystal. We all learned some things, and hopefully I'll stick with the knowledge. Yeah. Let me catch up a little bit. Destiny. Hey, we're gonna see what we can do about Alabama for sure. Yeah, I like that. Okay, some towns in Texas don't offer ABA. We lived there for 2 years. That's when I put her in school. Yeah. Texas, Texas is one that my company wants to go to soon too. Um, Wait, what'll limit my views? Wait, Destiny, and it'll limit your views. I don't see a post above that. What did you say there? What's everyone's thoughts on AAC? How many of y'all kids are nonverbal? You guys, that's a good question. Yeah, how many say AAC if your child uses an AAC device? Let's say, put it in the chat, you guys. Say AAC in the chat if your child uses an AAC device. I will say, Destiny, night times has always been a lower view count for me. I think most autism parents go to bed at a decent hour. Destiny's looking for one. Britt, yes. Dulce, yes. Nina, yes. Ange, yes. Sarah, Catherine. Okay, so an AAC device is a communication device. Most of the time it's an iPad with an app on there that children who can't communicate vocally are able to still have verbal communication through using their app. Yeah, it's an amazing way to teach your child to communicate because there's actually evidence that shows doing sign or doing AAC can actually accelerate your child's ability to learn vocal communication. And so don't get scared about having a AAC device. It's not you settling at all. Not you settling at all. My 8-year-old Silvio is nonverbal, but he does hand over hand more than anything. Yeah, yep. Let's see. Mrs. Crystal, I actually had to learn ASL to teach her how to communicate. Yes. Okay, so the AAC stuff, again, I see parents all the time that are very hesitant about it, that you feel like you're settling, like you're saying my kid's not ever going to have a voice if we just let him tap a button to talk. And really what you're teaching when you start using an AAC, your child very quickly starts learning that you can control your environment, guys. You can control your environment. And that is a powerful thing to know, whether you're signing, whether you're tapping the AAC device, or whether you're talking vocally. If you learn that your behavior, whether it's vocal or tapping on a screen, can get you the things that you need, that connection is powerful. All right, you guys, question for you. How many of you are just coming across my page today for the first time? Put FYP in the chat. If you're just seeing me for the first time, I like to keep an eye on who's just seeing me for the first time. It lets me know kind of how much introduction to do. Put FYP in the chat. Let me break down a little bit about who I am for those coming in. Oh, I see you, Jolina, Adela, Bjorn, Jody, Clock, Kiki. There we go. You're an RBT, Kiki. Thank you for being an RBT. Mrs. Crystal, it's your second time. Thank you for being here. Please come back over and over and over. This is a great place to be. All right. My son wasn't diagnosed at 3, only GDD, and then diagnosed at 6. Wish we had it sooner to help him. Okay, guys, let me tell you a little bit. So we go live every day. Sometimes I go live in the evenings, but I'm an autism dad, and I love talking about autism. I'm also a BCBA. I'm a CEO, and I have a master's degree in autism studies. Autism is my life, you guys. And my favorite part of my day is coming to talk to you guys. I need a village. I need support sometimes, and you guys kind of offer me that. I'm from Utah. I live in Utah. I have 4 kids, 2 of which have autism. My youngest 2. They're beautiful. They're amazing kids. They're challenging. One of the challenges I'm facing right now, you guys, and it's being real stressful, is my son. He's 3.5, and he is starting to climb. And he gets the thrill out of being as high as he can on as little small of what is it called? Like a landing spot. Like his favorite thing to do is to like climb on top of the couch at the like very highest point and like stand up really tall. And yeah, it's scary, you guys. And he falls. He fell twice this week. He hit his cheek right here. He hit his chin, and he's not learning. He's not learning. Yeah, Kiki, you're in the right spot for that. You're in the right spot for that. He's being slow to learn to be careful about it, no matter how much we try to help. Mrs. Crystal says, and by the way, it's genetics, not Tylenol or immunizations. Mrs. Crystal is spot on, by the way. Society would have you believe that you, the autism parent, caused autism in your child. They're going to tell you that you gave them a vaccine. They're going to tell you that it was the diet that you gave them, that you gave them too much screen time, that it was too much Tylenol. And none of that has been shown to be true. And so autism is 80 to 90% genetic. We know that from twin studies where if you have identical twins, you guys, identical twins, if they share 100% DNA, which identical twins do, then what you'll see is 80 to 90% of the time, the vast majority of the time, if one has autism, the other one has autism as well. Fraternal twins, where they don't share identical DNA but share the identical environment, it's only 20 to 30% of the time they both have autism. And so DNA is a huge part of this. We know that. Val says, how did I get into ABA? Well, I took my first course back when I was only 18 years old. This was in 2011. I took my first course in behavior analysis, and it was a pigeon lab, you guys. Kiki, I'm a BCBA, which I practice ABA. So, yeah, we had a pigeon lab, and so I had a class, and the whole job or the whole class was you had to go and take care of a pigeon every single day, and you had a list of things you had to train that pigeon to do. And so, I kept going in and using, positive reinforcement and all these strategies within behavior analysis. And, I could make it so if a light turns green, the pigeon will spin in a circle. When it turns yellow, it pecks at the light. When it turns red, it, spins the other way. And it's just incredible that you can do, because these principles of behavior, it's not just for kids with autism. These principles of behavior that these BCBAs are trained in are how everybody and every animal interacts with their environment. It's fascinating. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Our healing journey says, can I ask you a question? Extremely stressed out, being up since 3 a.m. this morning. We are getting there. I decided to take the kids this morning to the beach to watch the sunrise. You can ask me something. How are you doing? Let's see. Did you request up or anything? What? Go ahead and ask us the question. I'd love to talk to you. Our healing journey. You've been up since 3 a.m. Guys, how are you doing? Like, really? Let me ask you guys this. How many hours of sleep did y'all get last night? Put it in the chat. I got 7, actually. I got 7 hours of sleep last night. I'm doing pretty good. How many hours of sleep did you guys get last night? You guys hanging in there? Oh, my goodness. 4, 7, 6, 3 hours, 4 hours. It's not enough, you guys. Sleep is so hard with our kids with autism. 9, Ellie, guys, Ellie wins. Oh, Ellie. That is going to be me tonight. Let's do that. You guys, let's all be like Ellie tonight, okay? Let's all be like Ellie. Mrs. Crystal, I love that you're up here and so supportive. Like, it sounds like you're in a pretty good spot, but you totally understand where all of us are. Amy, Hello. Hello, Amy. It's good to see you. Yes, we need to sleep enough, you guys. We do. And so if it's like midnight where you live and your kid's already asleep, I'll try to talk a little more soothing and just put your headphones in and you can go to sleep while you're listening here. Go to sleep. Okay, let's see here. I work in ABA therapy and see constantly the signs of my son of being on the spectrum, but his dad doesn't want him labeled, so I have been struggling solo to support him. Poultry Princess, or Pouty Princess, we need to, I want to talk about this with you. Who all has experienced this? Have you guys ever experienced your spouse not supporting the autism diagnosis? Put spouse in the chat if your spouse struggled to accept the autism diagnosis. Or if it was yourself, that's okay too. Amy, we've missed you. We've missed you, Amy. I'm so glad that you're here. And Heather and Wash, thank you for being honest there. It can be hard to accept the autism diagnosis. Who put in here who did not accept your child's autism diagnosis? I want to know. Was it you? Was it your spouse? Was it a parent? Was it a grandparent? Let me know. Let me know who didn't accept the autism diagnosis. I think one of the hardest things is the people are worried that the label of autism is going to hold your child back. And that comes from a good place. That comes from a place of wanting the best for your child, not wanting them to be labeled, not wanting them to have a disability, right? But what they need to understand is that if you deny your child getting a diagnosis, you are holding them back. Your child is not going to become the best version of themselves if they don't have the necessary supports and therapies to help them get there. And so that is what you need to explain to them, that you feel like withholding this label from them is going to do them good because you're protecting them from a label that makes you uncomfortable. But really what you're doing is you're withholding therapy and support that is going to help them. I know that's not an easy answer, but it's something that can start the conversation. Because worse than having a label or a stigma around that label is not having support that you need. Alicia says, I hate the comment, it's just a phase. Yeah, that makes me mad. I posted a TikTok, was that today or yesterday? I don't remember. The days blur together, you guys. But I had a thought of, the one that really bothers me is, what was it? I'm trying to remember now. I got to look it up. What was the one that I posted? Everybody is a little autistic. That one bothers me. Does that bother you guys? Everyone's a little bit autistic. I hate that. I can't really explain why it bothers me so much, but it bothers me. It bothers me. No, not everyone is autistic. I think it bothers me. I think it bothers me because what it's actually saying is that I'm not going to validate your child's struggles. Yes, Mojo, exactly. Everyone's a little bit on the spectrum. When they say that, like if you say my child is autistic, I think they say that trying to say, oh, your child's fine. Like we love your child, right? They're trying to say, I don't think everyone's weird. You're fine. But autism doesn't just mean weird, you guys. That's not what autism means. Autism isn't just quirky. Autism isn't just like, you have something weird about you. Yes, everybody has something weird about you. There's no one that's normal. There's no normal people out there. And I agree with that sentiment, but autism is a disability, you guys. Autism has clear diagnostic criteria. And to go around and tell people that everyone is a little bit autistic, it makes it, especially to autism parents and to me, it makes me feel like you don't validate my child's struggles that he has. Okay. All right. I am so sick of everyone at my family event saying everyone has autism. They don't. Ami, exactly. Exactly. It feels dismissive, Catherine. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. You guys, let's see here. Let me check in with everybody. Kelly, I feel so alone and so emotionally exhausted. I'm sorry, Kelly. Do you have a village? How's your village doing, Kelly? Who do you have supporting you? What family do you have around you? That's what us autism parents need. You guys, I talk about the parts of the autism journey, and the more you listen to me, the more sick you're gonna get of me talking about the village. But it doesn't get talked about enough in the autism world here. Kelly, how's your village coming? Do you have people? Kimmy says the village is so small when you have a special needs child. I agree. It shows true colors. Yeah. Ami says, I have no village. It's me and my daughter. Thank you for talking online. It makes me feel not alone. That's the whole point of this, you guys. And again, if this supports one person, I'd come on here for one person to show that support, because I know you guys have been there for me. I have cried on these lives. I have had a hard time on these lives. And you guys have been there for me, and I want to be here for you guys, because we can be each other's village a little bit. The emotional side of it. I know I can't come watch your kid unless you're in Utah. If you're in Utah, let me know. You can join my village. We can be friends. But outside of Utah, I mean, we're stuck kind of online here. Heather, thank you. I appreciate that. Kelly says, I don't have a good solid support. My parents don't have patience for my son to watch him. Kelly, what about the child's father? Is the child's father around? Yeah, Wallflower. Yes, we can be each other's village. I love that. We also have a Facebook group for when I'm not live, and a Discord chat. That is a lot of fun. Finding the village, especially with older teens, is so difficult. Yeah, it's hard to find the village. Carolyn says, as an RBT, I pray every parent on this live has a village. You are all doing great. Oh my gosh, Carolyn, you're incredible. Thank you. Yeah, RBTs are amazing, you guys. Thank you for the work that you're doing. BM, you're a BCBA? Oh my gosh. I love that. I'm a BCBA too. Support and prayers for all you wonderful parents. Thank you. That means the world. What to do when your support does not believe that your son has autism? Natalia, that is so frustrating when you have a family member who doesn't believe that your child has autism. And really what you need to, they don't need to understand, they don't need to admit to it, but you have to go and get the diagnosis. If it's preventing you from getting a diagnosis and getting that support, that's a problem. It's also helped when, if you have parents like that, bring them to the doctor's appointments. I usually find that the people who don't believe that your child has autism are also the ones that aren't taking care of your child day in and day out. I often hear that a spouse refuses to accept the autism diagnosis or refuses to get them assessed. And usually that spouse is not the one in the home working. Typically that spouse is working outside of the home and blaming the spouse who is the primary caretaker of those children for the challenges that they're facing. Patty says, I'm an RBT who also has a kiddo on the spectrum, so it's been so wonderful to learn through my kids. That is, oh my gosh, some of the best people in this field that are working are autism parents as well as RBTs or BCBAs. And the reason that they are is because they come into this with compassion. They come into this understanding that those 5 hours that you're working with their child it can be their relief. That you walking in with compassion, you showing how much you love their child, means the world to that family. There is no help for them after 21. Little dog, the support drops. It does. But there is still support. There is still support out there. In Utah, I operate clinics that serve adults with autism. We do ABA for adults with autism as well. There's also waiver programs for long-term care and other supports. All right, a little bit of an introduction about me for those of you just coming in. I am an autism dad. I have 2 kids with autism. And today is a success because my child, although he climbed on top of all the tall furniture, he did not fall today. Now, don't ask me about the past few days because he has been falling. And I haven't been able to keep him successfully off of the furniture. So, but today's a win. He didn't fall. He was safe. And I just hope, for a guy who likes to climb so much, he sure isn't very good at coordination and balance. So hopefully that improves. But that was my success today. Little Dog says that someone in your family isn't accepting the diagnosis. Who is it? Oh, okay. I don't think it's showing. I think it might have hid your previous comment. Pouty says, I genuinely care for all my clients as my own and strive to see them thrive. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. You know what? As a parent, what is the number one thing that you want in a professional working with your child? What do you really want? Like what is a trait that you want to see from them? And put it in the chat, please. What do you want to see? Like an RBT coming into your home, a speech therapist, a BCBA, an occupational therapist. What is one trait that is really important to you as a parent to see in those people? Understanding and patience. That's good. That's really good, Valeria. Patience. Love that. Showing love with no discrimination. Compassion, Kels. That's a powerful word right there. Compassion. Showing love. Neurodivergence, like neuroaffirming as well, right, Jody? Genuinely caring. Oh my gosh. I want them to be able to see eye to eye and have that emotion and empathy. Oh my gosh, yes. Autistic adults are probably the best people to help autistic kids. I've seen that. I have seen that. I've seen autistic adults be really good at working in this field. Patient. Yeah, Addie. Guys, look, if there was one trait that I want from someone working with my child, I want them to love my kid. Like, I want them to genuinely be so excited to see my kid. And that brings me joy. It brings me joy and confidence when I drop my kid off at ABA and the RBT has a huge smile on her face and can't wait to play with my son. That like genuine care about my child, or like they text on a day off when they're just thinking of my son. I've had RBTs do that where they said, hey, I know I'm not working today, but I had to tell you that I had a dream about your son and I'm just thinking about you guys. And I don't know, just like little messages like that show that they genuinely care about my child. Like those are the autism professionals that I want working with my kid. Oh, Valeria, that was my next trait. They need to be so loving, they wouldn't dare to ever be mean. Valeria, wow, that is powerful. Carolyn says, I love our kiddos. I'm an RBT, and even on off days, I think about the kids. Carolyn, let the families know. That means so much to us autism parents. When you tell them how much you care about our kids, like, it really means the world. It really does. That's, one of my favorite things, for sure. My son runs and jumps into his RBT's arms every morning. Guys, I'm getting a little emotional today talking about the people that work with my son and thinking back to the people that have worked with him and how loving and how kind they have been and expert in what they do. And I mean, it means a lot. If you work in this field, you guys, you mean so much to the parents. So please, like, do a good job. Do a good job with them. Yeah, I just a little bit emotional, you guys, tonight, thinking about the team, the care team, you guys, that we're building. BM says most rewarding field there is. Was really hard to transition from an RBT to a BCBA and get less time. Yeah. All right, you guys. Let's see. Zen and Silvio teacher will text me when school is canceled or they are sick just to check in. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. There's beautiful people out there. Guys, it is late at night. I need to go get my older kids to bed. We let them stay up to watch a movie. And I'm going to go get them to bed. But I'm going to be going live tomorrow, probably around 10 a.m. So if you see follow there, please follow and check back in tomorrow around noon Eastern time, 10 a.m. Mountain time. That's where I am. So please make sure you're following so that you can see next time. I really appreciate you guys being here. It's a wonderful community. You all mean the world to me. Thank you for being here. Good night.